What's going on, people? So, as you see, got a bunch of boxes in over the last while. I don't know how long it's been since the last, you know, action figure pickup thing I've done, but since then, all this stuff has arrived. So, just gonna go ahead and jump on into this, see what we see. These Amazon boxes are a little more easier to get into. So let's start there, right? So how are you guys doing today? This fine Sunday morning, right? How are you guys starting your week off? This is what I'm doing, you know? Obviously you do. Oh, hey, cool, nice. So this was a thing people were talking about recently. So this is the x-pac from the Fan Takeover series that they put out recently. So that's pretty cool. It took them forever to send it to me, but it's here now. The package is not in great shape, but it's going to be opened up anyway, so it doesn't much matter, you know? But it's kind of a cool figure. It's got the NWO shirt, got the cane mask in there, so I'm definitely on board with this. Which is a thing that I'll probably say more often than not with the rest of these things. I don't remember what all's in all of these, you know, because some of you guys might be able to relate to this, but sometimes you see the things that you want and you order them and all that stuff, and then eventually they show up, and by that time you kind of forgot what it is, you know. It's like, I know I ordered something. I do that all the time with like my shoe videos and stuff. So this is an eBay purchase. So this one I do remember. Oh, okay. The guy did a great job of packing this thing up, which is fantastic, and it arrived in amazing shape. So good on him. Good on him. This is the Silver Surfer with the Thor hammer. From what I recall, this was a Walgreens exclusive. So I saw this and I wanted it, and then I kind of forgot about it because it wasn't like that high on my priority list or anything like that. I just thought it was kind of a cool figure, and I figured if I ever see it, yeah, I'll pick it up. And then I saw a Jeezy with it, Jeezy with a J, and then I was like, oh, now I want it even more because he's making it look all fancy and stuff, you know? Go check out his videos if you've never done that before. I don't know why you wouldn't, you know, like, he's on here all the time, you know? You should follow those links and stuff. Check out the people that I hang out with, because I tell you, there's some alright dudes. So, let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. Oh, okay, yeah. I had no idea what I was getting into for a second there. So this would be the Dennis Rodman Bulls Pop, whatever. I don't know. I don't know if there's more than one of these. Sometimes they do put more than one pop out of like a single person, and like in this case they'll have different jerseys or whatever, different hairstyles. Something like that. For him it'd probably be different hairstyles, but I only know of the one figure, and I just got that one because I don't know what all this other crap is that people keep saying or whatever, but Dennis Rodman is the greatest basketball player ever. Just want to put that out there for you. So, moving right along, let's see what we got going on in this package. This is from Pro Wrestling Tees, so I have an idea of what this is. It should be a micro brawler from when they were doing all those Macho Man figures, I think. But they did a lot of colors that day. I want to say they did like somewhere between like 8 and 10. And yeah, here we go. This is Macho Man, as I was saying it probably would be this time around. He's got some pink tights on and a pink hat, or a pink bandana around his head, whatever you want to call it. So, it's a pretty cool little figure. I like this one. It matches up pretty well with the one that I got that comes in like a little ring thing. I forget what that is called, but like entranceway something. No, that was the last figure. I can't remember what they called those ones, like, because they did the Andre the Giant also, where he came in the little ring cart. But either way, this matches up with that, and that's just kind of one of the cooler ones, because it is, I think that's the one from the WrestleMania, was it 3? You know, where he had the match with Steamboat. So it's kind of blurry up in there, you know? Because I'm trying to focus on opening this box and not cutting into the figure, because that's important. So, here we have this. So, when I saw the Silver Surfer, or maybe I saw this one first, either way, I saw whichever one of these I saw first, I felt that if I get that one, I have to get the other one. So now I have the Thanos and the Silver Surfer, so that's pretty cool. And in the other room, I don't think I've ever shown it off, but I do have an Apocalypse figure as well. But I've kind of gotten into these Marvel Legends recently, which is not really the best thing because they come out a lot and they are often really good looking and not as cheap as, you know, I would like them to be for as many as I want to buy. But I can't complain. I mean, it's pretty much like your standard action figure price at this point, from what I recall. I mean, just going off of like the AEW figures and all that. So let's see what's in this one. Oh, okay. Well, this is just ridiculous. You kind of get an idea for what kind of box this is, right? This box here has 3 CDs in it. I tell you, Amazon is something else. So, Rob Zombie's latest album, I forget the name of it. What is this? The Gunner Injection... What? I have no idea what that says. The Lunar Injection Kool-Aid Eclipse Conspiracy. Yeah, his album titles and song titles are... They are out there. This is the... Oh, so this is the Bushwalker American Love Story. So, I bought this album before, but he redid it and in a more of a live acoustic setting, I want to say, kind of a stripped down sort of thing. I think that's what the situation was. But either way, there's some slightly different ways that the songs are played, and it just comes off really good. It came off good enough for me to buy the second version of this album, even though I already have the original. And why not? You know, I'm a big Butch Walker fan. There we go. I'm a big Butch Walker fan, you know. I saw him a couple years ago in Charleston and somewhere else along the way. Can't remember. Also with Train here over in Norfolk. So yeah, dude's got some good stuff going on. And if you like albums that cover a story, kind of like a concept album, that's one worth checking out. And then this, Razzmatazz from IDKHOW, you know, I Don't Know How, which is short for I Don't Know How They Found Me. That's the full name of the band. So I bought their first album and was really into it. I forget what exactly the lineup is, but it comes down to some people from Panic at the Disco, I want to say. Either way, it's really good. At least the first one was. I think I heard this one before, I'm pretty sure. But sometimes I just buy stuff when I feel like I can count on it being good. So there's that. Alright. Up next, I'm going to spend a lot of time on that, keep this thing moving. This, say they sent this in a bag, so I'm not expecting great things. Yeah, and I was right. So you see on the side of there, it's all just sad. It's crazy, you know, because this was an Amazon package. And it's like, you know, you buy a couple CDs, they send them in this big old box. You buy an action figure and they just sip it in like basically a large Ziploc bag. Either way, Johnny Gargano, people. This is from that Fan Takeover series as well. So this time around he was kind of dressed up as Wolverine. He does that a lot. I never really thought much of it because I guess there was so much space between the takeovers and whatnot. But he's done like Iron Man and I want to say he's done Carnage and stuff like that. So if you pay attention to that kind of thing, you know, you probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so this one's pretty cool. I don't remember what it's from. It says Takeover Toronto. So there you go. Takeover Toronto. Which is what that skyline is on his shorts, I suppose. That's a place I need to get back to at some point. It's been a long time. I think 2007 was the last time I went to Toronto. Had some good times, but then, like, you know, your friends kind of start moving around and stuff. So I'm not sure who all still lives there. And that kind of presents not necessarily a problem, but a barrier. Alright. Also, from the Fan Takeover series, this is Christian, right? You may know him of AEW fame nowadays. But back in the old times, he was a part of the WWE world, right? So that's what's going on here. It's got the hit the switch thing and all that. So, pretty nice looking figure. I don't know about you guys, but I was watching Double or Nothing last Sunday, and Darby Allin almost looks like a young version of Christian. I mean, not Darby Allin, what's his name? The other guy. Not Darby Allin, but the guy with Orange Cassidy. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. I actually just bought an Orange Cassidy figure the other day. Not for me, I already have one, but yeah, Orange Cassidy kind of looks like a young version of Christian. At least on that particular show he did. I don't know, maybe it was just the way he has beard or something, but it is what it is. I can set that over there because I'm done with that. And then this. This one is also not in the greatest box or package situation here. On the side there, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I could pop that back in place, I suppose, and then maybe it'll be like good as new. I mean, yeah. So I don't know what's going on with Amazon and their situation with boxes and stuff for action figures, but it is not good. Which is why I don't really like ordering from them a whole lot, honestly. And they take forever to ship things sometimes. If it's like some Elite Series like 85 or whatever that's floating around in various stores right now, then you're kind of okay. But something like this, and even talking to Jeezy when he ordered some kind of Power Ranger thing, yeah, I don't like taking those chances. I just don't. Randy Orton, people, from the Fan Takeover series, right? So there's that. And if you've been following along, you've seen that I picked up 3 other ones, which means that, as you can see on the back of there, the set is now complete. So, quick backstory on these, another issue with Amazon and their figure situation. When they put these up, I want to say Gargano and maybe, I don't think any of them were right. Either way, all the figures that they had up all had the wrong names pretty much. I think there might have been possibly two that were correct, but I didn't know which ones I was getting, and I know that Christian was one that I really wanted, so because of that, I ordered all of them. Honestly, like, had Randy Orton been labeled as Randy Orton and I knew that it was going to be Randy Orton when I got it, I may not have gotten this one. Nothing against the guy, I'm not a fan like that, you know what I mean? But it was labeled as either Gargano or maybe X-Pac or something, or Chris, whoever it was labeled as. I figured, let me just go ahead and get this because it shows you one name, but it shows you a different picture. You don't know what you're getting into. And then, last but not least, definitely not least, this right here. Picked up a Riho figure, saw this at Walmart the other day. It's the Chase version, so that's pretty cool. I'll have to slip another picture in there to give you a comparison, but you may remember I kind of did a little rant about her face and how it didn't look good. This one isn't so bad. I'll have to find that old picture from the other figure because the other figure is like open and stuff, you know? But either way, Riho picked this up, and that's also when I picked up that Orange Cassidy, and I sent that off to a friend of mine. He was very amazed by the quality of like the actual figure because Orange Cassidy's figure is like on a whole nother level with the whole pockets thing and like the way the jacket's done and everything about that figure. It's like one of the best made things that I've seen in a while from the figure universe. Either way, that's it for me. That's everything, right? So, from me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I got a live to do in a little bit here. Should be able to get this video out today since it takes very, very little work. But we'll see what happens. Later, people.